So as you guys can probably tell, this isn't gonna be like one of my like normal videos and everything. I don't know, I've just been really, there's been a lot going on in life, in the universe, and just in general, so I was like, you know what, I really need to get this out. I need somewhere to vent. So I was like, why don't I just make a video? So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I don't even know where to start. But as you can see from the title, this is going to be about like relationships and heartbreak and just how to be single and how to enjoy your single life. The whole reason I like got this idea from this video like in the first place is because on Valentine's Day I saw the movie How to Be Single, you know, with Rebel Wilson and the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, but I digress, with my friend, and I thought it was going to be kind of stupid, so I didn't really want to see it, but it was actually, like, I liked it. I thought it was really good. And I identified with the character at that moment, so I was like, you know what? Like, it just made me really happy at the end of the movie, basically. So, yeah, my throat is getting really dry right now, sorry. Well, that's embarrassing, okay. Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys my whole little heartbreak story or whatever, and how I eventually came to terms, and I'm coming to terms and working with, you know, being single and being happy in my own company and not like dreading being alone, because you're the only person you have at the end of the day. So if you don't enjoy your own company, then what are you gonna do? I don't know. Just a little heads up and everything, this is gonna be a real like talky, chit-chatty video, so if you're not interested in that, then boo. I don't care, but I don't know, I just needed to get this out, so I guess I'll just jump in the story then. I don't even know where to start. I guess I could start by saying, so basically I was in this relationship for 2 years, and it was literally like a fairy tale, like something out of a movie. Like, I'm not even trying to just be like cheesy when I say this. It was literally like something out of a movie, because I had liked this guy since like 6th, 7th grade. He was my cousin, one of my cousin's really good friends, and I like met him at one of her birthday parties. So to make this long story a little shorter, spoiler alert, we got together, yay! First boyfriend, yay! First kiss, yay! Like, literally, like, he was one of my like first like really big crushes, first boyfriend, first kiss, first date. Like, he was just like everything basically. So yeah, we got together like middle of senior year, so we didn't really have much time like together before we went off to college, and we went to like 2 separate colleges in 2 separate states and 2 opposite ends of the country, so that was kind of hard, and that like, not kind of, it was really hard. And so yeah, fast forward to present day, well, not present day, but like more recent times, we actually broke up last year around my birthday, so around like September-ish, and it was pretty hard, but it wasn't like I'm done, like goodbye forever. It was like, I think we need to take a break. Like, this long distance stuff is really hard. Like, and I really felt like I was a dependent in the relationship, you know? Like, I felt like I invested so much of my energy and my happiness and like everything into like this one person. I felt like it wasn't healthy anymore for me. I'm trying to like just be happy. Man, I'm getting emotional already, dang. Like, this has been, like, I've been emotional for like the past couple days, because you'll see later. But I kind of pulled myself together for this video. But yeah, so I just wanted to be able to like depend on myself for something, like for my happiness. Like, if he wouldn't respond to me, I would just get like so sad, and I'm like, why is he ignoring me? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I didn't want to feel like that anymore, so I'm like, I need to take a step back and work on me and getting my, like, building up my resilience, I guess, so I can actually be like, you know, like, if he doesn't answer, if he doesn't text me like for a day, then I'm not like falling apart in my bed, you know. So, but I don't think he took it as that, which is, well, I'm gonna get into this next part. So we break up around September, right? And then after, like, we were still friends though. Like, we still like talked and stuff. He gave me this really funny card for my birthday. He even came to visit me for my birthday in September. Like, he came all the way from Virginia and visited me for my birthday, like for my birthday dinner. And of course, like that, we weren't even together and you're still doing that for me, so of course, doesn't that make you think something, like, you still, like, there's still feelings or still some type of emotions there? Even though, like, we don't have a label on it, but I mean, come on. Come on. So, I digress. But anyways, yeah, so then, fast forward, I just noticed, like, after he left, like, my birthdays, like, October, November, he just, like, started getting really distant. Like, we were still talking and stuff, we were still, like, but I would have to text him first. I would, like, every time, like, I would have to call him first, and it was always, like, either, like, a short little conversation, or it'd be like, oh, I'm busy, but I'll call you back, and he would eventually get back to me. But it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of discouraging, because I'm like, wow, like, I was right. Like, he's really getting more and more busy, like, too busy for me, I guess I'm trying to say. And I was just, you know, starting to, like, rethink something. So then winter break comes. Just the whole break, we were just like this, inseparable. Like, we went on dates, you know, cuddled and watched Netflix. Like, we hung out all the time. And you would think we were a couple at that point. Like, we were doing all the stuff we would normally do as a couple. Basically, we were back together, but not, like, back together, you know, you get me? So, yeah. We went the whole break like that, and then our anniversary, January 1st is our anniversary. And we spent New Year's together. We went out, we went to Denny's, we had our New Year's kiss and all that. So, it's not like, it was implied, you know? So it's not like we weren't seeing each other. Like, we were together the whole break. And then, like, towards the end, when he was about to leave, I was just like, you know, girls, we find things out. You all know. We will find it. If you don't tell us, we're gonna find it anyways. So, and I wasn't even looking this time. That's the thing. So, I was just, you know, one day I was just on Twitter. I was bored. I was like, let me see, like, what's he liking? Like, who's there? And, like, you know, what used to be the favorites, but now it's the likes. So I'm like, what's in his likes today? So I go on the likes, and it's literally, like, this one girl, like, pages and pages of her tweets that he's liking, and I'm like, what? Like, what's going on here? So I go to the girl's page, and then I'm scrolling, because I'm like, I'm trying to see, like, what? Like, are they friends? Like, what's going on here? So, I'm scrolling, and I see she's talking about me. Like, she's not using my name, but I can tell, like, from what she's saying, she's like, because she's posting pictures of, oh, I almost said his name. She's posting pictures of Joe, and, like, so I'm like, okay, there's something going on here. And then she's talking about, like, oh, don't use other people to get over other people, 2016. I have the screenshots, actually. And then she's like, oh, I got beef with girls across the country, da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm reading this stuff, and I'm like, what? Like, beef? I didn't even know you, like, 20 minutes ago. Like, how? You got invisible beef? You got beef with yourself. That's what you got. But, yeah, like, I was just so confused. So I, like, but so I asked, no, I didn't even ask him. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put this to the side, and I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait it out. And if I see something else or something else happens, then I'll bring it up. So then, like, the next week, I go to work, and I work with his cousin. So, his cousin just, she comes up to me and she's like, oh, I heard, I almost said his name again, dang. Okay, I heard Joe has a new has a new girlfriend. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, like, of course, I'm like shocked. I'm like stunned. Like, what the heck? Like, we've been like attached to the hip all break. What are you talking about? And then she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, that's what somebody told me. So I was like, okay, I got him. Okay, we'll see about this new girlfriend. So that's when I texted him and I'm like, oh, so a little birdie told me you had a new girlfriend. And then he thought I was joking, so he's like, oh yeah, because he thought I was talking about me. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, but she's nothing special, like, you know, me and you could still have what we have, da 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 da, you know, joking, playing. So I can tell he wasn't getting the hint, so I'm like, I'm serious. Somebody just told me you have a new girlfriend, like, what's going on? And then he's like, what? Like, no, you know I wouldn't do that to you, da 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 da. Okay, this conversation, I have the screenshots right here. Like, I'm not joking around with you guys. I have the screenshots right here. I promise you, I'm not lying. And this is from December 30th. We were talking about, like, this whole other girl that he's talking to, or what. I don't know what was going on there, but, like, screenshots. Okay? I'm not lying. But yeah, so I was like, so what's going on, like, with this girl? And he's like, oh, you know, don't worry about her. She's petty. She's just jealous. Like, it's only me and you. Like, you know, you're the only person I love and care about, and blah, 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 you know, all that typical boy talk. And, I don't know. Yeah, so he's, like, basically dismissing her. And he, like, sent me screenshots of the tweets I saw. And he's like, oh, well, we only kissed once. Like, after she saw the picture of us from prom, like, up in my, apartment, then she threw a fit and left, but that's it. Like, she's nothing to me. Like, you know, this is all, like, it's us. And this is December 30th. Keep that in mind. Almost 2016, December 30th. Okay, so then I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. Like, I don't know why I believed it, but I did. So I went about my business. And then he leaves. He goes back to school, and I'm like, oh, like we literally the last day he was here, I went over to his house, and we just, like, spent, like, hours just sitting outside, talking, like, hugging, you know, like, I'm gonna miss you, can't wait for you to come back, like, you know, stuff like that. And then, so then he leaves, and, like, the whole ignoring kind of, like, comes back, like, maybe we'll talk once a week, like, but this time, like, if I text him, it's like, oh, I'm busy, and then I won't get anything back, or it's like 2-word conversations, and then it's like for 5 minutes, and then that's it. So I was just like, you know what, like, fine, I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm not gonna chase after you. I'm just gonna do me. And so then, like, January, like, 14th, like, late January, I got into a car accident, and it was a pretty crucial car accident. Like, my car was totaled. Anyways, so yeah, like, and while I was in the car, like, I was stuck in the car, and I'm just, like, I was crying, like, bawling my eyes out, and I'm like, you know what, like, the only person I want to talk to isn't here right now, but was him. So I'm like, oh, like, I'm gonna text him. So I text him, I'm like, it's really important, I need someone to talk to, like, are you, like, can I talk to you right now? And he replies back, I'm busy. And then I was just like, if I wasn't already emotional and upset, I was like the Kim Kardashian crying face, just, like, put that over my face right now, and that was me. And so yeah, so then, like, fast forward to the next day, everyone's like, oh, Imani, are you okay? Oh my gosh, are you alright? I'll keep you in my prayers. Like, throughout, like, ever since the accident happened, like, throughout the next day, and then the whole 24 hours later, I finally get a text. Oh, are you okay? Are you alright? From Joe. Oh, I was so worried. I was so tempted to have, like, my sister call him and be like, Nani's in a coma. She's not waking up for, like, another 20 years, or she's not waking up at all. We're gonna pull the plug. Like, I wanted to have her do that, but, you know, I'm trying to work on my pettiness, and as you can see, it's not working, but I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I was like, of course, I was upset. I was irritated. I'm like, now all you care? But I was just like, yeah, like it's just kind of disappointing how like when you think people are there for you and they're really not. Wink, wink. But he wasn't getting it. He never gets my like subliminal messages, but he was like, oh yeah, I can see how that would be disappointing. And then I'm just sitting looking at my phone like, you do realize I'm talking about you, right? And then he just goes off. He's like, I do so much for you. Oh my gosh. Like, I was doing worse in school. I stayed up all these nights. I did this, and that, and you don't do anything for me. You, like, you just take, and I just give, and I give you all. Like, you're, like, draining my energy. Like, he was basically acting like I was some type of, like, energy-sucking demon. Yeah, so basically, I'm a energy-sucking, like, she-devil from the fiery, deepest pits of hell, apparently. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, I don't need this kind of negativity in my life, okay, like, it's just, I don't need it. So that was not the end, but it was like, until you get back and you calm down, this is the end, like, you get me? So, yeah, so we didn't talk for about, like, 2 weeks or so after that. And then, like, I saw, like, I still kind of, like, kept up with what he was doing. And, like, every once in a while I would check back on the girls' page, too, to see, like, if whatever happened between that. And, like, okay, now come on, get the iPad and go. Don't be mean with the watchers. Don't be mean with the watchers, okay? Close the door. Thank you. So anyways, sorry about that. Dang. Oh yeah, so I was like, I wonder if they ever got together. Like, mind you, I'm still like thinking like, oh, she's nothing, like we're just not even friends. Like, he didn't even give me the idea that they were friends, because he said, like, he made it seem like she like stormed off in like a fit of rage, like, no, like, you still love her, like that's what was going on in my head. So like, I don't even think they're friends. But then like, I see, oh god, I almost choked, like, oh my gosh. So then like, I don't even think they're friends. But then she posts a picture with like him, her, and another guy that I know, like, from their school, and her mom. So I'm like, what? Like, we meeting the parents already? Dang, like, that's, whew, you're not taking steps, you taking leaps, like, you jumping, like, whew, whatever floats your boat. But I wasn't tripping, like, you know, we weren't together, like, we weren't even talking. So I'm like, I was whatever, like, whatever. But fast forward like a week or so, 2 weeks, it's Valentine's Day, which was Sunday, this past Sunday. So Valentine's Day comes, I went to go see a movie with my friend, because I don't got a Valentine, what the heck? And so then I was telling her like about this whole story that I'm telling you, basically, and I'm like, look at this girl, like, look at the girl that he's with. So I was like on her Twitter page, and I was trying to, cause like, I'm the kind of person that, like, if I'm trying to tell somebody like about you, I'll try to find the best picture I can. Like, I'm not gonna show them like some ugly like picture of you. Like, I'm gonna go through, and I'm a decent human being, okay? Like, I was scrolling through her Twitter trying to find a decent picture. Not that she's ugly or anything, like, I'm not trying to like throw shade or anything. I'm just like, that's what I'm saying, okay? Just putting that out there. So yeah, and then I end up going back like all the way to like December 3rd, almost November. And I'm stopping, I'm like, that face looks awful familiar. It was Joe and her, but it was Joe, and I can tell he was naked. And I was like, okay, hold, 1 second. So remember December 30th, I told you, remember that date? He told me, she's nothing, we only kissed once, but then after that she left because she found out I was still in love with you. I'm on her Twitter page December 3rd. I have the screenshots. Again, I keep a file, okay? I'm not like, I am prepared. I got the evidence right here if you want to see any of it. Well, no, not random people, like, that's none of your business, but this is your business. Like, like, I have screenshots. Like, it was them in bed, naked, December 3rd. I was like, and mind you, that's before he even came back to like break. So he was basically out there sleeping with a whole nother girl, like doing all types of stuff with this girl. And then winter break comes. He comes back and he resumes everything he was doing with me. Like going to the movies, dates, kissing, like all that kind of stuff. Like, and then when the kill. When I ask him about it, like I said, I asked him about it. She's nothing. She's petty. She's this. She's that. It's only us. I love you. I want you to be the mother of my children. Like, but December 3rd says otherwise. Like, how are you gonna? Let me digress real quick. So yeah, I'm looking at these pictures, and it's not just one. It's several. Like, it'll be like the same picture like 20 times, and it's just like all, you can tell they're like butt naked in bed, like she's laying on top of him, like his face and stuff like that. And I'm like, and it's all like sexual comments like underneath it. So I'm like, oh, whew. Can you imagine how upset I was at that point? Like I was at that point where it's like, you're so mad, you laugh. Like, I was laughing the whole time, like looking at these pictures, like with my friend. I'm like, like what? And she's like, oh my gosh, like, you want to get it together, you're scaring me. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here like, this, he really, whew, okay, that's how we play it now, okay. So you're gonna be with this girl over here, and then you're just gonna think you're gonna pick up where you, no, like, I'm getting mad all over again. But anyways, so yeah, so then that night, I was still like, and then we saw how to be single, and that made me really happy, because I'm like, I don't need anyone. Like, I need to be happy on my own. So but yeah, but that night I was still like really pissed. So I went on Twitter, and I'm just like, I'm subbing. Everyone's getting a sub tonight, and I was just like, how are you gonna like go from like talking about like kids, marriage, like I'm the only one, to go in and like having sex with other girls and like telling me it's nothing, lying straight to my face. And yeah, so I guess they saw, no, not I guess, they saw, and just like I wanted them to. But he was like, he started tweeting, he's like, oh, like you could talk all this on Twitter but won't pick up a phone. So you see how much, have I not given you enough evidence, viewers, of how much of a liar he is? So why would I want to pick up a phone and have him lie, like, over the phone? Like, come on, like, what kind of logic is this? So, and then she starts subbing me too. She's like, and then they start talking about, like, but last night though, like, oh my gosh, last night, oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, yeah, so then it's just a sub war, basically, of like everybody subbing each other, and everybody's just like, it's messy. So then like, and mind you, this is Sunday, so we're working our way back over here. So I just started like really thinking about things, and I'm like, dang, he was really out there like with these. And then like Monday I messaged him on Twitter, because I deleted his number after all that. I was like, negative, delete it, cut it, I can't deal with this anymore. So then I messaged him on Twitter, and I'm like, you better get your story straight, and like, you better make up your excuses now, because when you get here you have a lot of explaining to do. And then he messages me back, he's like, I don't have to explain anything to anyone, I'm 20 and happy, and he is 19. He is not, we are the same age. He always tries to do that. Like, he always tries to put himself on like a level above. No, come on now. We're both 19. Okay, I can understand you being in a relationship and happy, but you're not gonna be in a relationship and happy and then come back and want to like resume whatever this was over here. Like, no, you get one relationship. Well, at least when it comes to me, you get one relationship, and it's either me or her. Like, you don't get to like, for breaks you got your school girlfriend and then your summer break girlfriend. No. That's not how it works over here. So, so yeah, so he was just like giving me all this stuff like, oh, I don't owe you anything. And I'm just throwing it all back. Like, are you serious? Like, you blatantly lied to my face. I wasn't lying when I told, like, you, and then he, like, tries to turn it all on me, of course. So I was like, you blatantly lied to my face when I asked you about your relationship with her. And then he's, I don't know if I mentioned this, but, like, the whole time we were on, like, he was on break and he was out here, he was, like, I don't want to say begging, because I don't want to, like, this is not, like, I guess it is kind of a diss video, but, like, he was the one trying to, like, convince me to, like, take him back. Like, we can make this work. Like, you know, I love you, da-da-da-da-da. Like, all throughout break, like, he's trying to get me to, like, get back with him. But then, like I said, December 3rd, before break, he's sleeping with other girls at his school. So I'm like, what? So then we get into this whole, like, argument on Twitter, and then he's, like, basically acting like I'm some crazy ex-girlfriend that's, like, obsessed with him, like, leave me alone, like, leave me in my relationship alone, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I didn't even know you were in a relationship till, like, last week. Like, what? And then he stops responding to me. And then, like, throughout the day, I'm just boiling. Like, I'm just getting madder and madder as the day goes by. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be the only one, like, in the dark, like, not knowing anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her. Like, oh, I wonder if she knew, like, what we were doing during break. Like, I wonder if she knew we were actually, like, I wonder what he told her. Because, like, I'm telling myself, like, she thought we were just completely done. Like, we didn't, because I don't want to, like, think that she would purposely want to, like, you know, weasel her way into, like, someone's relationship like that. So I'm like, okay, he probably told her, because, like, since he lied to me, he probably lied to her, like, oh yeah, she's nothing, like, we're completely done, she broke my heart, like, and that's probably what he told his parents too, and that's probably why they hate me. But so yeah, so I messaged her on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm trying to be as respectful as I possibly can, because, like, I don't want her to, like, get the vibe I'm like, you know, attacking her, or I'm like that, like I said, like a crazy ex-girlfriend or anything. I'm just like, you know what, like, I'm sorry if I've, like, offended you in any way. I don't mean any kind of disrespect by this or any of this. Like, I'm just trying to have, like, a civil conversation. Like, I just have a few questions and that's it. Like, I won't bother you again. And then she's like, so she's basically like, okay, like, you should probably ask him. And I'm like, I didn't want to, like, say, like, oh, da-da-da-da, he's a liar, he's a this, he's a that, because then she would be like, delete, like, blocks. Like, I still wanted information. So I was just like, well, I honestly trust it more coming from you, because you're more of, like, an unbiased, you know, source. Like, I don't really believe what he says to me anymore. So then she was like, well, we're in a serious relationship, but he told you that already. And I'm like, I'm looking at my phone like, serious? This is my first time ever seeing this word. So, but I didn't say that to her. I was just, like, looking, and I'm like, I didn't know you guys were together until, like, a week ago. Like, how serious could it be? But I was just like, oh no, like, he actually never mentioned anything about that, which is why I'm coming to you and asking you, because I don't really know anything of what's going on, like, between you guys. And then I was just like, did you guys get together before or after winter break? Because, like, that's really the main thing that's bothering me. Like, I would have no problem with them. Like, they wouldn't even, like, whatever, if it was, like, after the accident, after we stopped talking. Like, that's him, that's his business. But he brought me into it when he was sleeping with her, and then came back and wanted to, like, just pick up where I was. Like, I love you, oh my gosh, you're everything to me, da da da, while he has a girl over there. Like, you see where I'm, like, standing here? So, I was like, yeah, like, did you guys get together before or after winter break? Because that's really the only problem I have. And then, she just sends me a picture of the two of them. And then after that, she blocked me. So I already knew he was, like, right there in her ear, like, oh, she's crazy. You see, she's obsessed with me. She's this, she's that. Come on now. I can get crazy. I can get obsessed. Like, this whole Justin Bieber thing I have, like, come on now. But besides the point, but don't flatter yourself. Like I said, you wouldn't even be on my radar. I would forget your name tomorrow if it weren't for the fact that you, like I said, did what you did over break. So yeah, she blocks me, and that's the end of that conversation. I'm like, dang. I was this close to getting information, this close, but that's it. Lying to my face about your whole relationship with her, and lying to her for that matter. She thinks you guys are in a serious relationship. She thinks you're so committed to her, but you did what you did with her and then came back to try and like pick things up with me. Like, what? Like, who? And I won't, like, I tried to like tell him this, like, how do you think that's okay? Like, I don't see the logic in that at all. Like, how are you going to, I don't know, guys. But yeah, we're pretty much in present day now, and everyone sees me as the crazy ex-girlfriend. That's a really good show, by the way. You should watch it. It's funny. But yeah, like, everyone just see, like, I don't know about everyone, but I know everyone he's probably told I'm like the crazy ex-girlfriend that just is obsessed. I'm like stalking him. I'm trying to break up their relationship. I could give two rats behinds about their relationship. Like, they could ride off into the sunset on a freaking rainbow farting unicorn for all I care. Like, I don't care, because like I said, I'm trying to work on myself. It's just the fact that he just blatantly lied and had such, like, so little respect for me and my feelings, my emotions, to come back and try and, like, while he's already in a relationship, to try and like bring me back into whatever he has going on there. Like, that's my problem. Like, you claim to love someone, you claim to like want to spend the rest of your life with someone, but you're over here sleeping with other girls, and then when I find out you're lying about it, like, I'm surprised I'm not crying right now, because like all week, the more I think about it, I'm just been like, but like now I'm just like, I'm really mad, because it's like, and then before he left for to go back to school after winter break, he was like, oh, when we get back, we're gonna play a game of 21, you know, the basketball game 21. I don't play basketball, so this is like the whole point. Anyways, so yeah, he was like, oh, we're gonna play a game of 21, and if you win, I'll marry you, like, right on the spot. And I'm like, oh, you know, cute and everything. So like, whatever happened to that? Like, you went from I'll marry you, like, right here, right now on the spot, to we were nothing. Like, that's basically what he told me. He was like, there was no relationship, there was nothing, you wanted me out of your life. Did I? I don't recall that ever coming out of my mouth, but yeah, like, he just made a complete, like, 180. I don't know who this person is anymore, like, and we've been through so much together, like, so much. It's not even funny. So that's like another like really big reason of why I'm like so hurt. And like, I didn't realize heartbreak was really like a physical emotion. Like, when I first initially like found out about it, I literally, like, even now, I literally feel like I have like the biggest weight on me. My chest, like, my stomach, everything just hurts. I haven't eaten in like 3 days. Like, no, actually yesterday I ate a bag of chips, spicy Doritos, and then like a few bites of a cinnamon roll, and that's all I've had since Sunday. Like, this is, heartbreak weighs on you if you hadn't noticed. And just, I don't know, I just don't see how someone who claimed to love you just so much unconditionally just flips and is just so nasty. Like, the things he was saying to me was just like I was nothing. Like, everything we had was a lie. Like, and I don't know why I didn't see this earlier, because early on in our relationship, I already got the sense, like, are you just using me, like, for, like, my body, and, like, what, like, or, like, do you actually like me? Like, we had this conversation so many times early on in our relationship, and it's always been like, I'm so sorry I make you feel like that, like, that's not it at all. But this just proved my point. Like, you went out, like, the first instant you went out there and slept with someone else, and then tried to come back. Like, that just proves how, like, physical you need to be in a relationship, and that was really the last thing I wanted out of any relationship. So he kind of just proved my point, sadly. And then, like I said, just the complete and utter disrespect he showed me by just going out and doing that, and just the way he's portraying me and making me seem to like the people around him and to that girl. Yeah, like no like disrespect or like, okay, maybe I'm not, okay, maybe I am a little upset with her because of like, you know, it's just natural, like I'm not jealous, but like I'm just hurt, you know? But I'm not gonna call her out of her name, like I don't want to disrespect her at all, because it's me and him that's like I have the problem with. And then I didn't even tell you guys the best part. So, I was planning on going out to Virginia and surprising him for Valentine's and his birthday. I bought the ticket in like November, so like this was like a long like process, like in advance. I was just like, I'm gonna go surprise him. So you can see where my mindset was, like you can see why I'm upset. So I was like, I'm gonna surprise him, like we're gonna have so much fun, like because I went and spent his birthday with him last year, so I was just like, it's gonna be so much fun again, da 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 da. So then but then like the whole break, like after like break, like oh lovey-dovey, yay yay yay, after break he's ignoring me, all this stuff, like he's like, you really need to tell me when you're coming, like I'm not gonna be here, like you really need to tell me, don't come, like basically saying like don't come, like just begging me, please don't come. And now it makes so much sense. He was having sex with her. He was with her the whole time. That's why he was like, don't come, like no, like I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna be busy, da 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 da. He was busy when I went last time. I spent time with his other friends. Like, this is not like this is something new. But he didn't want me to come because how awkward would that be if your main girl just shows up while you're sleeping with your side girl? Ack. And then it's funny because like I was the main and she was the side, but then like he decided he just wanted to switch roles without anyone knowing, so like she became the main and like I was the side without even like knowing, you know? So it's like, so now basically I'm out of $500. I bought the ticket and everything, but by the time it was like, okay fine, I won't come, I couldn't refund my ticket. So I am $500 poorer because he wanted to play around. And if he would have just been straight up with me, you didn't have to lead me down this whole rabbit hole of like, oh I love you, and like just from the start of your relationship, you should have just told me, I'm seeing someone else, like I'm happy right now, like we can just be friends. I would have been a-okay with that. Kudos, happy for you. But no, you led me on. I bought a $500 plane ticket. I was still thinking we were okay. No, you were over there. You had a whole other life. Over here, he wanted to be Hannah Montana so bad and have the best of both worlds. Like, what? I'm getting mad just thinking about it, like, So yes, like I just, $500 just down the drain. All because he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. And like this is just like this whole experience with him and this whole like whatever we had going on, just, and after seeing How to Be Single, it just made me realize, you know, I need to, like, I don't need other people to be happy. I need to find, because they're just gonna disappoint me. So I need to figure out how to be happy, like, myself. Like, how do I enjoy my own company? Because like now I dread being alone. Like I hate not having friends, I hate not having someone to talk to, and I'm trying to like get away from that because like it just makes me sad. Like I don't want to be sad. So I'm trying to learn how to enjoy my own company, because like really you need, when you're single, like times like this is the only time you don't have like no one relies on you, or more or less. You can like go to the Grand Canyon, go hiking, like you can do like all this stuff, like you can do that when you're in a relationship, but I mean like this is like your me time. This is your time to be selfish. You don't get a chance like this again in life unless you're like single for the rest of your life. But like once you're married, kids and all that, you answer to other people. But right now this is your selfish period. So I'm trying to enjoy my selfishness. I'm trying to like do stuff for me, and I'm trying to just like oh, like wow, my voice is going away. This must be a long video. So yeah, like I'm just trying to, I can't, yeah, so, oh, okay, there we go. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, like, you know, enjoy this time in my life. Like, I'm not, like, oh, please take me back, like, oh, like, that's not what I'm trying to do here at all. I'm trying to, like, one, I need answers. I need an explanation, because I need to know what your mindset was while you were sleeping with her, and then you're planning to come back and, like, resume what you had with me. Like, I need to, like, what was going on in that, like, where was your logic there, basically? And then, two, like, I'm just, I just want, like, it's not even, like, an advice video, because I'm no one to be giving advice, but it's just, like, you just need to, like I said, enjoy your own company. Learn to be your own best friend. Like, my mom always told me that, but I'm like, I like people. Like, I want, like, a best friend, like, petting my best friend on the face. Yeah, like, but I'm slowly learning to, you know, just take a book and just go read by myself, like, not have to text people, to be comfortable with who you are before you can give that fully to someone else, you know? Like, before you enter into any relationship and you think you're just gonna, like, give it your all, because that's what I did. I feel like that's what I did. Like, before I was even comfortable by myself, I just, like, gave everything. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, yes, like, and I was just, like, throwing it at it, but I just, like, I didn't know, like, once it was just me, I'm just like what's left? Like, I don't know what to do, like, so, like, now I'm trying to, like, reel it back in, take it back, and I'm just trying to find that place where I'm content and happy in my own presence and just namaste. I'm just kidding, I didn't just say that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Moral of the story, kids, recognize the signs early on, and if you see the signs and they just keep on going, run. Like, that's the only option. No, oh well, maybe this time. No, there is no this time. It's only, like, that time and that time and that time, like, all the same. So, like, what else? Oh, and be comfortable by yourself. You don't need a partner, a spouse. You don't need someone there on, like, all the time. You can be single and you can be happy. See, like, to me, like, that didn't really click because I was alone for so long. I was just like, I want him, like, I need him, like, all the time. And no, you don't. Like, and it just, I don't know why it just dawned on me when I saw that movie, but I was just like, you know what, I can be happy by myself. And even though he just, like, jumped right into a relationship, like, immediately after, I don't have to do that. Like, I can just be happy where I am now and just, you know, live life. I could chill, and I could sleep good at night knowing nobody's cheating on me anymore. Yes, so I'm just gonna leave you guys with this to just pretty much summarize my feelings and my emotions after this video. A little song that I like to dedicate to that special song. My ex ain't shit, my ex ain't shit, my ex ain't shit.